Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. On today's video, I will be looking at ENHYPEN Lose official lyric video. We only have a lyric video. I know this is a single. I just thought, well, why not continue with my ENHYPEN review? At some point, I want to actually look at previous comebacks and probably MVs, albums. But I do have a lot of things to catch up, so I'll try and mix it up a little bit. There's so much I can record in one go, so I will probably try and do some recordings either this weekend, next weekend. I will be away for a little bit, so probably I will not do any ENHYPEN lengthy review this month, I don't think. But hopefully in May I can do it. So if you're here just because of ENHYPEN, then I'm sorry, it will take a little bit to get to more ENHYPEN reactions. That being said, I'll keep in mind any future comebacks, so I'll try and batch videos closer to comebacks as well. I think it just makes sense if I'm trying to react to a group that is coming back very soon, so I'll try to post something that I've been meaning to react closer to the date of release. So I'm kind of up to date. I might not be able to do that with every group, but hopefully I don't know if ENHYPEN has anything prepared, but I'll have a look and I'll shift my schedule of videos if that's the case. But yeah, let me know if I'm missing anything in the comments as per usual, or if you want me to react to a very specific thing. I believe, just to give you a bit of context for all the ENHYPEN fans, I pretty much kept up to date with their albums until Orange Blood. That's the last album that I actually did the full experience. Was also the last album that I bought from ENHYPEN. So I do have a bit to catch up with. I have not seen any MVs after that. I might know some of the songs, just because I generally listen to a lot of K-pop playlists on Spotify, so sometimes they do come up. So there's one or two songs that I know they put out after that I've listened to. That being said, I haven't seen the MV, so I'm up to that. I'm quite curious to see what it translates to visually. But I'm also completely out of date in terms of albums, so that's something to look forward in the future. As I say, this channel is to keep up with groups that I love, kind of go back to groups that I used to listen to, and also discover new groups. So is basically the mission of this channel, is a bit to hold me accountable a tiny bit to keep up with content of K-pop content specifically, because I tend to get a bit overwhelmed, but this gives me a bit more structure to keep looking at groups. And also I get bored very easily, not necessarily the groups, but I do listen to a lot of music. My family would say, if you ask them, that if I could, I would be listening to music 24 hours per day. But obviously I need to sleep. God knows that I don't sleep enough. So yeah, I basically listen to music a lot. On every single thing I do, I work with music on. I used to study with music on, so obviously I consume a lot of music. A lot of my attention has been on K-pop, so that's why a lot of this need to have a lot of music to consume, because otherwise you overplayed some groups, and that's never a good thing for me, because obviously I don't want to fall out of love with groups if they're really good, or if I really enjoy it because I overplayed it. So I've yapped away for a really long time. I'm not really sure, because it's just a lyric video. It might be a kind of short reaction for now, but we'll see if I feel the need to repeat the song or pause, but there'll be pause anyway, so yeah, let's see this.
I can feel my heart racing. It's so hard to keep cool. Am I being too patient? Too hot, got me sweating on the floor. I just can't take it anymore. I was so close, I can taste it. I see it in your eyes. If there's a chance, I'ma take it. I'm begging you, just please give me a sign. Waiting way too long, I think it's time. Oh, this magic's burning like a fire inside, and it's way too hot to wish you let it loose.
Ooh, this is good. I'm getting a bit distracted about the CD rotating on Discman. I can't remember what it's called in English. But yeah, this is funny. It's funny specifically because I used to listen to music with one of these, especially between the age of 11, I think is 10, 11, till I was like 14 or something. Was my first ever thing to listen to music outside of those boom boxes type of thing that we used to have, or my parents used to have. Then at some point I did get an iPod. God, I'm so old. In fact, I remember receiving this. Was my godmother that got me a Discman at the age, because my parents refused to get me anything that I would have to use headphones, because they were like, you're going to get deaf. So my godmother actually was like, I'll get it for you. And I think one of the first CDs I played on my Discman was a group called 18. And it was their first album, I think, with original songs. They had one or two covers, but I think it was mostly original songs. So yeah, very, very old. Very, very old. But back to ENHYPEN, because I'm liking the sound. It reminds me of some Western music that I listen to, but I can't identify or put my finger on what song is kind of remind me of. Because I don't want, the only one that's coming to mind is one song that I don't want to remind myself of, because I don't like the artist. So I will not mention the person at all. Is not, I would not recommend the content, and the song is quite controversial as well. But it's also not totally that vibe, so it might be a mixture of something. But I think it was going to start a very nice bit, so I'll just go back a tiny bit. Oof. Okay. interesting. Who wrote this? That's what I want to know. Who wrote the lyrics? I mean, they're fun. They're very Western. Nothing against it necessarily. But the lyrics are sounding very Western. But I really like the melody.
It's right, let it down, but don't be shy. I'm just glad we broke that ice. Let's keep on dancing. Baby, I can give it to you however you like. However you like. All this magic's burning like a fire inside. It's way too hot, girl, we should let it loose. I've been waiting to get next to you. I can tell, I bet you want it too. All this tension, baby, let your body loose. It's just me and you.
Basically, let your hair down, just have fun, enjoy yourself. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, depending on where your brain is, you could read into it, but I don't think we necessarily need to or want to. But also, can we give credit to the fact that ENHYPEN actually has great vocalists? I don't think I actually said anything about it, but they do. They do have great vocalists, and that's why the song sounds so good as well, because the voice is on point.
Locking eyes inside this crowded room. When you look at me, I can't refuse. All this tension, baby, let your body loose. Yeah, baby. I don't wanna waste another second tonight. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's let it loose. I've been waiting to get next to you. Next to you. I can tell, I bet you want it too. All this tension, baby, let your body loose. Let your body loose, yeah. It's just me and you.
Sorry, my allergies are acting up. I just let me go back a little bit. I like the chorus. I like how loose, like the way they say the word, but also the tonality of the sound and the melody when it gets to that bit is really nice sounding. Sorry guys, my cough was getting a bit strange. If you hear a sound in the background, I do apologize. I had to turn on my hair purifier because this was not doing well. Anyway, as I was saying, I really, really, really like this bit. The way he's saying, the way they sing it. It's kind of a funky song. Like very go for a drive type of song, I would say. Or, and this is saying a lot about me, a bit of TMI, I love just putting this type of music when I have to, for example, do some house chores, like cleaning the house, cooking. I sometimes like this type of music because then you can just dance around on your own. Basically, let it loose.
I've been waiting to get next to you. Next to you. I can tell, I bet you want it too. All this tension, baby, let your body loose. Let your body loose, yeah. It's just me and you. Locking eyes inside this crowded room. When you look at me,
Oh, the ad-libs are going insane. Yes, yes.
when you look at me, I can't refuse. All this tension, baby, let your
I like the ending.
Loose. Loose.
Like, boom, finish. Oh, this was a fun one. I really like it. Also, I don't know what the thingy here was, like the green cartoon, but it keeps moving around. So it was basically having fun. This was an interesting, like, photo to go with. But yeah, I think this song is one of those that will grow on me. Like, it's good, but I think I'll feel like it's a better song the more I listen to it. Because I had a couple of songs that happen. It's just because in the beginning, because it's so different than what I'm used to, or less, I don't know, it has more of a Western vibe and less of a Korean vibe. Even though I know Korean music or K-pop is heavily influenced by Western, sometimes they do have original instruments or keep a bit of Asian tradition there. This one is really, really the type of song that you probably would hear playing on radio. So sometimes it takes a little bit longer to grow on me just because the type of music that I would used to listen to was more on the rock, heavy rock, slightly metal, new metal, symphonic rock type of thing that I used to listen to. I was traditional emo girl many, many years ago. So obviously I'm less keen on the traditional pop music from the radio. That being said, with the years, I mean, prior full blown adolescent years, I used to listen to all type of music, and that happened post probably uni. I start integrating a lot of music more into my life, so I don't necessarily dislike it. It's just something that I played less frequently. That being said, I do have a lot of songs that grow on me, songs that are more like radio based, Western vibes. And I think this is going to happen to this song as well, because it has the basis of songs that I still listen to in terms of Western. I still listen to Ed Sheeran, I still listen to Billie Eilish. Those are probably the most well known names. I do have then others that I occasionally listen to that probably less known, although they're quite TikTok based. Maybe I do spend a lot of time chronically online. That being said, I can't say they did a bad job at it because they did an incredible job. And I think what made it more interesting for me was the vocals. If it was just the melody or the lyrics, because it's a bit more on the repetitive side, I might engage less. But because the voices was so good, the harmonies they did, the playfulness of the voice, like the falsettos that they include, that made it much more interesting for me. So that's why I say that I probably will still get a bit more engaged with the song, and is because of the vocals. So I'm still very keen on going back to check what I miss of ENHYPEN to then be up and ready for their comeback. So if you have any suggestions, things I definitely need to watch that I missed between blood orange blood. Oh my god, why am I struggling? I do apologize because I'm really struggling. Orange blood, that's the name. It's quite late at night. I probably should be in bed instead of being reacting and filming stuff, but here we are. That being said, I'm glad I've did spend a bit of time reacting to this. Again, if you have any comments, any suggestions, please leave in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video if you like to. See ya!